Mom, are you alright?
Michael, I've been very sick. The doctors say I shouldn't be alone anymore.
Please, can you and Sarah come this weekend? I really need you.
I don't know how much longer I have.
Okay, Mom. Let me talk to Sarah first. I'll call you back. Sarah, Mom wants us to visit. She's very sick.
Michael, we can barely pay the rent. We still have school fees, groceries, electricity bills, and car payments. And now you want us to become your mother's caregiver?
But she's my mother.
Pray for her, but don't bring another responsibility into this house.
Mom, I'm sorry we can't come.
But I need to get you something.
The elderly woman slowly lowered her phone and quietly wiped away a tear. Beside her bed sat an old brown envelope. She gently picked it up, held it close to her chest, and whispered nothing. Days passed. She called her son again. He looked at his phone and declined the call. She tried again the following day. This time, he ignored it completely. As the weeks went by, her condition became worse. With nobody left to care for her, she packed her few belongings, picked up the same brown envelope, and moved into a children's charity home where orphaned children had been raised since infancy. The children welcomed her with smiles. They called her grandma. They helped her eat. They sat beside her bed whenever she was too weak to stand. They celebrated her birthday, and for the first time in years, she felt loved. Everywhere she went, that brown envelope never left her hands. The nurses often wondered what was inside it, but she simply smiled and kept it beside her pillow every night. Meanwhile, life suddenly changed for her son. The company where he worked closed unexpectedly. He lost his job. Without an income, the bills piled up. Soon he could no longer pay the rent. His landlord evicted him, his wife, and their children. With nowhere else to go, he finally remembered his mother. "I'm sure Mom will help us," he said. When he arrived at her house, strangers opened the door. Confused, he asked, "Where's the elderly woman who lived here?" One neighbor quietly replied, "She moved to a children's charity home months ago." He drove there immediately, but when he arrived, he was too late. The home's director sadly told him, "Your mother passed away peacefully 3 days ago. Before she died, she asked us to give this to her lawyer if you ever came looking for her." At the lawyer's office, the brown envelope was finally placed on the table. With trembling hands, the son opened it. Inside were the title deeds to 3 fully paid houses, bank documents, investment certificates, and a handwritten letter. The letter read, "My dear son, this was always meant to be yours. I only wanted to place it in your hands myself. But when I needed you most, you never came. These children became the family you chose not to be. So on my final day, I transferred everything I owned to them. Never wait until your parents are gone before making time for them. Love cannot be inherited. It must be given while people are still alive." The son collapsed into tears. It wasn't because he had lost 3 houses. It was because he realized his mother had spent her final days waiting for a son who never came. If you were the mother, would you have made the same decision? Tell us in the comments.